Oh, okay. Your mind wrenches, inverts, and then violently jerks back into your skull. Your stomach cramps hard, and the taste of bile burns your throat. A thin trickle of... That would have been a great spot to, like, suddenly just jump cut, or, just, like, hard cut end, but I can't be bothered. Your stomach cramps hard and the taste of bile burns your throat. A thin trickle of cold sweat slides down the small of your back and your eyes refuse to focus. Your crew fares no better. Gobbet pulls herself from the floor, madness and folly squeaking worriedly in the folds of her clothing. Isabel grips a railing, her back to the group, retching silently. Rector leans against Cachet, his... Okay. His ashen face staring at the ceiling. He blinks rapidly, processing. Gaichu stands perfectly still in the center of the car, hands at his sides, his face impassive. Wu breathes deeply, his hands on his knees. That wasn't a dream. He shakes his head like a lion's mane and spits on the floor. There was something else. Gobbet's breathing is shallow. She's covered in a thin sheen of sweat. It was a vision. I saw some sort of machine inside the walled city. She turns, squinting in concentration. Her lips are white. It was churning something. It felt wrong. Impossible. I think it was ripping. I don't know. Reality. The orc girl shudders. It was ripping a hole in reality. Something is here, my friends. Something has arrived. I believe we have just fallen in over our heads. Wu straightens up, drawing the back of a wrist across his mouth. What the hell was that, Raymond? No answer. Wu spins to find Raymond cowering, his head in his hands, shuddering and weeping. She's here. What the hell is going on? She's here. The queen with 1,000 teeth. Raymond rocks in place, hugging himself, staring past you at someone only he can see. I left prosperity in there. I left prosperity in there. I left prosperity in there. Uh-oh. It looks like Raymond's gone bye-bye. Shh! Got it! Isabel whispers her admonishment. Edward, can you hear me? The old man's brow furrows at the name. Prefer Raymond. He blinks his eyes open. His voice is weak, hesitant, disconnected somehow. Are we in the subway? The right corner of his mouth twitches noticeably. Why is he stuttering? He's not. I used to stutter, and this doesn't sound like a stutter to me. Something else is going on. Could be the visions, could be the aborted brain surgery, or some combination of the two. Something bad is happening. Began a long time ago, and I'm responsible. His eyes open wide. The Queen. Prosperity. Why is all this happening? He turns his head towards you, trying to focus. This is all because of me. My mother. Something we did a long time ago. He puts a hand out and steadies himself on Wu's arm. My fault. Prosperity. All those people. Those poor people. You know about prosperity? Yeah. We've already covered this, Raymond. We know that it's in the center of the walled city and that Edward Sang built it. Why don't you start at the beginning, Raymond? The beginning? Sometime in the 20s. My mother was awarded the contract to rebuild the housing development, the walled city. Well, from the results, I'd say your mom kind of blew it. Prosperity failed. Frustration appears in the old man's tired eyes. I told you, the walled city wasn't the Prosperity project. Prosperity was the fortune engine I built at the center of the walled city. My special project. Fortune engine? What are you talking about? You can't create fortune, Raymond. You kinda can, Gunshow. Some practitioners of Feng Shui believe they can do it. Ever heard of Bagua of the 8 Aspirations? Wu looks at Gobbet flatly. No, Gobbet. I must have skipped school that day. Keep going. She wrinkles her nose at Wu. It's Neo-Feng Shui. Masters of the craft can map the flow of ki and how it corresponds to different aspects of someone's life. Fame, relationships, creativity, inner knowledge, health, and fortune. That's 6. I thought you said there were 8 aspects. The little orc shrugs. I don't remember the other 2. One of them was definitely fortune. She looks sidelong at Raymond. So what does your fortune engine do? It was designed to improve the balance of ki in a negative ki environment. A negative ki... negative ki environment. Somewhere chitty? Like a slum? Raymond corrects her. Like a low-income housing project. I believed that with the fortune engine, the rebuilt walled city might never become a slum. He drifts off for a moment, remembering. Then he squeezes his eyes shut and lowers his head. But the machine malfunctioned. How? The mechanism I created to circulate negative ki in the walled city, it got stuck. Stuck on what? Raymond rises slowly, pulling himself from his crumpled heap. His tone turns instructive, the old Raymond, but this time his explanation is halting and weary. Think of the fortune engine as a sort of propeller blade moving through astral space, circulating ki, keeping it fresh. When ki flows, when the rhythm is right, the results are positive, fortuitous. When I brought my design for the fortune engine to my mother, she embraced it. She more than embraced it. She bankrolled it, put an entire division of Sang Mechanical under me to develop it. Sounds like a big bet. Raymond nods rapidly. The biggest of her career. Mother said that if the machine could bring fortune to this, less fortunate, it would prove my theory. And if it could help the poor, imagine what a fortune engine could do for Josephine Sang. Wu's jaw clenches, but that's not what happened, was it? Something went wrong. People in the walled city didn't benefit from your fortune engine, did they, Raymond? The old man bows his head, doesn't answer. Why didn't your fortune engine work? It got stuck. The mechanism I created to circulate negative ki, it got stuck. Stuck on what, Raymond? He gets a confused look on his face. His lips move soundlessly for several moments. Wu leans in closer, drops to a whisper, seethes in his foster father's face. Stuck on what? Raymond winces at Wu's tone and stumbles back a step, but it does the job and the old man focuses. Something in astral space. I wasn't sure what. It sounds bad. The machine started pooling negative ki. The walled city started to fill with it. Fortunes turned bad. I've been in places where the feng shui was really bad. It's not what it felt like when I was in the walled city. No, ki needs to flow. Eventually, the enormous pool of negative ki became toxic. Fortunes turned from bad to worse. Much worse. His shoulders slump. Mother's vision for a rebuilt, revitalized walled city fell to ruin. It only took a few years for the trapped toxic ki to turn a brand new housing development into a hellish slum. Why didn't you turn it off? I couldn't. Something happened. Part of the malfunction. We couldn't turn it off. Why didn't you blow it up, wrap it in C6 and turn it into a scrap heap? Mother refused. Why? I never found out. She wouldn't tell me. She would only say that it wasn't worth spending the additional resources to figure out how to fix it, or even how to turn it off. She sealed off the maintenance room. Our engineers poured a sarcophagus of thick concrete around it so no one would ever find out what we had done. Then she wrote the project off as a business loss and moved on like nothing had ever happened, right? Yes. His face flushes and he fidgets with the gauze bandage on his head. After that, I left Hong Kong, started a new life in Seattle. Found you too. You should have stayed, tried to do something about it. Wu grimaces, disappointed. You are a coward, Raymond. Yes. He stands up straight, takes a shaky step towards Wu. Yes, Duncan, I was a coward. And the guilt, the burden of my cowardice gripped me like a vice that never loosened. It's eaten me from the inside for 20 years. He licks his lips, tries to breathe. And then the nightmares began. Horrible. Still, I kept working on the problem, night and day. Did you ever figure out how to stop it? It took me years, even after you left, to make the connections, find what to do. But I did. I figured it out. And still the nightmares intensified, until they became unbearable. I knew I had to come back, fix what I'd done. That's why I contacted you, to help me see it through. Wu mumbles something, but all you can make out is the word coward. What about the rip in reality? His voice flattens. When the machine malfunctioned, when the circulator became stuck in astral space, it lodged in another domain. He sways and his lips begin to tremble, and something lived there. Not good at all. The old man begins to drift. After 20 years of constant force, the circulator finally began tearing astral space, created a rupture in her domain. Now she's pushing through. Now she's pushing through. Now she's pushing through. Yeah, she's pushing through all right. The queen with 1,000 fucking teeth? A thing you brought here, Raymond. He stops his rocking, becomes fully lucid, snaps back at Wu. I understand that, Mr. Wu. That's why I came back. I believe she's only partially here. She hasn't pushed all the way through yet. She's probing her new hunting ground. The emotional strain of his snap at Wu rattles him again. I know what to do now. How to extract the circulator. Shut the machine down before she can fully manifest. Just get me to the center of the walled city, to the fortune engine. I will do the rest. Please help me. Help them. So we're taking down a Cthulhu monster, basically. That's cool. Alright. Alright. Let's see. How do I want to respond? The machine's caused unspeakable misery. It needs to be shut down. There's a thing in there. It needs to be shut. I need to stop them at the source. Yeah, great. We get to help fix yours. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can go back in there. The little Decker's eyes open wide, more white than iris. Her breathing becomes faster, shallower. It's not just a thing in there, Kira. It's a Yama King, a demon goddess. I mean, where Trapped is, you can't run, and believe me, I want to. That's all I've been thinking of. Her shoulders rise with tension. But the APB is still out on us, and those visions, I got a feeling they're not going to stop unless we make them stop. That fragile old man's the only way to do it. She looks down at her friend. Her voice is gentle. We've got to take him in there, Iz. We've got to help him fix this. I, for one, wish to see this fortune engine. I am intrigued. His pale eyes glint. I willingly go. Gaichu's face remains impassive, but his eyelids lower in anticipation. I have the opportunity to kill a god. I cannot allow the opportunity to pass unanswered. Wu's voice drops to a mumble. I hate this fucking country. I hate this life. Kira's right. We owe you, Raymond, and I'm not walking away from that. I'll help you fix your mess or I'll die trying. Then we'll be even. I'm no coward. Well. Okay then. Well, storm isn't a typhoon, it's something else. Hey, so we got a bunch of karma. That's cool. So we're gonna save. And we're gonna call it here. Because that was exciting. It was a super long. Well, at least we finally got some information. That's alright, okay, cool. Ooh, and look at all the blood here. That's. Ooh, that's. Ooh, gee. Oh god. That's less than ideal. Okay. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. And next time we will go to the walled city? Question mark? Maybe? We'll see something. So, yeah. We're, I think, approaching the end game. It looks like, at least. So, look forward to that. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye!